It's it's finna go all the way down. Now this is snap. This might this might not be the biggest show we ever do, but it's definitely the most important show we're gonna ever get to do. I don't care who we interview after this one. This is the most important show we're gonna ever do. So you got something to say before I roll this intro?
Now, roll it.
Well, roll it. Hood, hierarchy,
What it do?
mobcast. Every single episode, man, we gonna give them a little background.
I know how I feel because I done been through that 1,000 times.
Lovely ghetto you, beautiful ghetto you, sweet
We made so
ghetto you.
much doing that.
I rely
I started taking that money throwing the concerts. Hey. Hood, hierarchy, mobcast. And it's your boy, Uncle Beats. And the streets like white lines on the corner like a stop sign.
Bing,
And who I
bing.
got with me today?
You got your boy Snap G, just a professional, sucker, ducker. You dig?
Hey. Well,
Sucker, ducker.
y'all, if y'all don't know the rules, I'm finna teach you the rules. If you want us to be all right, hit the like. If you want us to survive, what should they hit?
Subscribe.
And if you really care, hit that share.
Hit a share.
And if you own it, leave a comment.
Leave a comment.
And if you really want to see us fly, hit that notify. Y'all got to hit that notify. They just told me y'all got to be in that notify. But, what else they need to do, Snap?
They need to wipe their feet before they step in my doors, man. That ain't cool. Bless this house. Don't be a peeping Tom. Press the like button.
Press that button. Well, this episode, like I said, I think it is going to be the biggest show, but it's definitely the most important. So we have a special treat. Now it ain't often. I know y'all enjoy looking at me because I'm gorgeous. I know y'all do. I know y'all enjoy it. But today, not only do we have like the biggest revolutionary freedom fighter in the world coming on, we got a female who she's a bad motor scooter herself, man. I call her the toughest. Well, if she's not the toughest, she one of the toughest women walking the planet. So I gotta bring out the one and only Brandy, Big Red Martin. Y'all give it up for Brandy Martin. Y'all give it up. Y'all give it up.
Hey, how y'all doing? Oh my God, you got me over here choked up already, and the interview ain't even started. Salute to you, Kings. Thank you for having me on your platform. That was a dope way to bring me out. I don't think like that, but thank you so much.
All right, nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth. Nothing
That's
but the
dope.
truth. So, you're a regular on the show, even though you're a very important person. But we just gotta do you like we do everybody.
I appreciate that.
So I'm gonna let my homeboy start it off. What we gotta
Okay.
ask him, man?
Let everybody know where you from.
I'm from.
City. Hold
Okay.
on. Let everybody know where you from. Your city,
Mm.
your neighborhood, and the boundaries of your neighborhood.
I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I'm from Harvey, Illinois. I'm from
Oh,
Robbins, Illinois. I'm
whoa,
from South Holland, Illinois. I
oh,
am I'm local in many and expanded out. I didn't stay in one place. I moved around a
Okay.
lot as a kid.
Okay.
Um, my neighborhood now is Inglewood. Um,
Hey.
most definitely. I started on the low end. Shout out to 39th Street. Most definitely. Um, my boundaries. Be a little bit more precise about the boundaries
You
because
named
I
so
can go
many.
anywhere.
She named so many hoods.
Well,
I want.
Yeah, I can go anywhere.
you
I've
put
been
it out there
everywhere.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There,
I
were-
kind of
there, were-
summed it up.
hey, there were no boundaries.
There's no boundaries. No.
She definitely know where to get some weed at if she ain't do nothing else. All them
And
spicy.
that's big facts. Big facts.
If she can't do nothing else,
I
Okay.
can
you know.
find that.
I got a question that I like to ask, which is my favorite. You know,
Okay.
I'm gonna just put it like this. I'm gonna make it easy for you,
Okay.
since you hit so many. If somebody comes into town, come to Chicago, what's the best restaurant they can grab something to eat at?
The best restaurant are my favorite restaurant. Which one?
That's something new.
I guess your favorite. I will go with your favorite.
Gibson's
Gibson's. Where that's at?
downtown, right off of Wells,
Okay.
What they got in
up in
Gibson?
Ohio. I can't give you the exact address because of that weed thing, but it's downtown.
What make them
What
one of
type
the
of
best?
food they got in there?
Yeah.
Steaks, different type of Alfredos, pasta meals. I'm a big fan of salads, so they have some amazing salmon salads. They have these gigantic pieces of cake, looks
Mm,
like a whole cake for like
mm.
$15, and the carrot cake is the best.
Okay, now you gotta give us a hood restaurant.
Hood restaurants. Let me see. Hood restaurant. I don't think I have a favorite hood restaurant. But anything in between 69th and 55th, I can rock with.
that's, that's
You know,
probably
that's where
the
you can get the gyro burgers and all that. You know,
that's
certain
probably the
areas ain't
best
got certain things.
Yeah.
answer I ever heard. I don't know. Do a movie check on a snap. Do a movie check. We'll do a movie check. She might be all
What
right. Do a movie check.
what you mean?
A movie check. What movie she know? What she
Oh,
picking? You know
what
we
movies do
screen.
she like?
That's a good one.
Got to be
Yeah.
hood though.
What movies do I like?
Oh,
He,
so hold
he
on,
gonna
hold
he
on.
gonna
Okay,
name
all
them.
right. Check this out. Check this out. Minister Society, Boys in the Hood, Juice, Paid in Full, uh, those four.
That's hard because all of them are dope. That is
I
hard.
pick one.
Boys in the Hood, because that's in my era.
Boys
But
in the
Okay,
hood.
my favorite movies are the movies that I'm in.
okay. What is your favorite movie?
A part of the game, I played 5 different people. Shout out to Breezy
Oh, the
Entertainment.
movie that you're in.
Huh?
Oh,
Oh, okay, okay.
I,
Yeah,
I
a
did
part of the game. Yes, and you can
that,
find it on Amazon Prime. Um,
Amazon Prime.
yes, Duality. It's a web series. You can find that on YouTube. That was the
Okay,
#1 web series. I play Auntie Beb in season 2.
mhm.
The new movie, and just like that by Bo Deal. You can find
okay.
me in that. Dope Scene. Please look for me in that. Matter of fact, you can't
All,
even
all,
miss
all of
me in
those
that.
on Amazon Prime.
No, actually, our movie premiere is on March 5th for and just like that with Mike Epps and Bo Deal and Breezy.
Okay.
That's gonna
Yeah,
be dope. I gotta check that out.
that's a
Well,
Chicago cast, man. Everybody you know in there.
I gotta
Yeah.
check that out.
Yes.
Since we got definitely one of the strongest dudes on the planet on here today, like I said, I had to get a strong female,
Oh,
so
that's dope.
I ain't want
Yeah.
nobody saying, y'all just bring the strong brothers. So let me ask you this. It's like I always see you on the news, right?
Yeah.
Speaking up for what's right. And it's like and most of the time it'd be like something that's happening with your family. Like,
Facts.
how are you always the one that's like speaking up though for your family? Like, how do they pick you to do it?
Well, they didn't pick me. God picked me.
Right.
He gives the mountains to the ones that are able to, get over them. My family members are all very strong people, but I have a platform that has already prepared me on how to talk and deal with people in the public. So therefore, to make sure that we are not taken as a joke, I stand for the family and in the gap for the family.
I like that. One thing I gotta tell y'all about this woman Snap. Now, I've been knowing her because we in the same circles because she one of the top promoters in Chicago and manage artists. Who your artists you manage? Tell me your artists.
My amazing family, yes.
Yes.
The lovely Tia Songbird, she is R&B. She's actually not stuck in a box with R&B, but she's known as the voice. She's very big. She's done every platform here, Tia Songbird. Then I have Passion, Dreamer 515. Um, as she's a female MC. Dope, in between Lauren Hill and Pink type of feel. You know what I'm saying? Rock
Right.
stars. And then I got Prince Egypt. You gotta have a prince in the castle. So I got
Okay.
Prince Egypt, the artist. Yeah, he's dope too. Yeah, male MC.
Well, well, let me tell you something that I never told you. I never told anybody. Right. So when I always come back to this some kind of way. When I was locked up fighting my Fed case, right? So I'm talking to dudes, and this dude told me like, man, you got to find somebody who to do your time off for. He was like, people gonna do their time off for you, cause you funny and you smart. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, man, people just gonna be trying to hang with you to get through their time. So let me tell you something I did with you. When my son died, right? People be like, oh, Beats is so strong, and I'm like, hey, it's always somebody worse off than you. And I thought about you. I'm like, man, I
Wow.
could really have to go through what Brandy going through. So I ain't even got no right. I ain't got no right to be crying and upset because all my kids could have been together anything. And when I synced you, I had just came from verses having the time of my life. You walked up and said, I've been praying for you. And I've been in love with this woman ever since for that. Cause
You
I'm
got me
like,
crying.
I'm like, how she got the nerve to walk up to me and say, because I think what you say, you lost 28 family members in the last 2 years, right?
Yeah, no, it wasn't even 3 years yet when I had seen it was like almost two and a half.
Two and a
And it
half.
wasn't all family. See, when I say family, I love people. You know what
Close
I'm
Right?
saying?
friends
And
and everything.
Yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah.
Hey, you don't know this. Chairman Fred Jr. is my uncle. So I understand perfectly that you can meet
Man,
people when they become your family real quick.
I
So
attach very fast. I love very, very
right,
fast, very easily. And I'm a genuine concerned person. Like, I'm not just going to have you on my page and not know nothing about you. And if you
right.
can recall, you just brought a tear to my, like, because I can remember that. And
Now
I can
you
remember hitting
definitely
your
lost
inbox.
immediate family members too, though. I mean,
Yes, I
a
lost
lot
my
of
daughter. For those that
right,
don't know, most everybody knows because I made it to national news. Thank God.
right,
But I lost my sister. She
right,
was hit by a train June 27th of 2019. And
right,
that same couple of days later, my daughter was shot in the head on the 4th of July. But they considered it the 5th because it was after 12. But she was celebrating the 4th. And
right.
then last year, which is coming up on a year, the day after my birthday, February 12th of 2022, my nephew was the 15-year-old shot 24 times.
Whew,
And we can't forget about my bro, Goonie the God, who was also killed due to a
right,
domestic violence situation. He was also
right.
shot in the head. And many more. So yes, yes.
But then you lose like your mom and your dad or
Yes,
something
I
too.
lost my mom. My mom
Yeah,
actually followed my daughter. And,
yeah,
and you really watch it because I don't talk about that at all because it's a story behind that. I
right,
love him, you know what I'm saying? But I never
right.
got the opportunity to know my father. So
Okay,
it's crazy how that happened. It'll take a whole nother show. But the
right.
young lady that showed up to be the funeral director and offer her services, Miss Savetta Kidd, she showed up and was planning my daughter and my sister funeral, and we found out we were sisters. And that's how
Wow.
I found out that
Wow.
I found my father, and he died the following day after my daughter.
Wow. You just and then you sit up there and tell me, I'm not strong. What are you talking about?
I'm not. It's
Hey,
all God. I promise you. I
hey,
gotta
just
look. I got a lot of demons, a lot of skeletons. I'm just a regular girl. I'm ghetto, gifted, and God fearing, but I have a strong connection. And I'm telling you, the only reason I'm standing on my feet is God, and ain't nothing else.
just know this. God definitely sends you through stuff to help other people because you're definitely one of the reasons I didn't jump in Lake Michigan, and I really mean that. That's why I had to make sure I got you on here today.
Now
Please,
you gonna make me cry for real, for real. You know I'm an emotional ass person. I'm
I need
sorry.
you to do this. Don't cry. Just
Oh my God.
please tell us what you got going on, what you got coming up.
Mm-mm-mm. And again, I know how you feel, Leland. You know what I'm saying? So all of that is genuine, and you can say what you want to say, but I don't think I was the reason you didn't, but I'm glad I was able to
No, no, no.
inspire
I said
you.
you one of the reasons. God
Okay.
definitely told me to
Okay.
check you out though. God had me
Okay. Well,
checking you
that's
out before
good.
this happened though. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So it's
good.
like, yeah,
That's
you
good.
you definitely one of the reasons. And you're not. I'm not gonna let you take that away from me. But what you got
And you
going
know
on
what?
though?
That's the reason I keep telling my story because of
On,
what
on,
you just said right there.
to
I
help
got a
people.
lot going on. I got a lot going on, but what I got going on is I'm completing things that I started.
Right.
I
Right.
started off this year not trying to go into no big different direction or nothing. There's some things that I started, and because of those situations, they had a freeze and a delay on them. So
Right.
this year, I'm gonna finish my actual Welcome to Reds by Chicago web series. My channel is up
Right.
on Roku already. It's been
Right.
up for like 8 months, but with no content. So I'm gonna get that content on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep pushing my Welcome to Red Spot TV podcast, of course, and come back with a season two because that was an amazing show. I had some amazing guests on there.
When your
Um,
when your
I,
birthday? I
my
know you got
birthday
some.
is actually February 11th, but I'm not celebrating it that week because it's
Okay.
sincere. But I'm celebrating February 3rd at the All New Joe's Bar and Grill. It's a 1930s theme, Harlem Nights, Idlewild type of feel. There are special performances by Tia Songbird, Doug Lake, um, Black Heaven, Jesse Parks, the guitarist, Fella Soul. Um, it's gonna be amazing. It's like a movie. It's gonna actually
Like
play
Har
out like
so
a movie.
if it's like Harlem Nights, that means I can come there and find me a sunshine then, right?
Of course, and we have one. The lovely Robin Lee is actually playing Sunshine. Yes,
Okay.
indeed.
Oh,
Nude
okay.
Beauty. Shout out
Hmm.
to her.
I'm gonna
Yes,
check
she
Well,
that out.
do.
let me play the fat white boy.
You can
Put
play
your mama on the
anybody
phone.
you
I
want
ain't never
to as
coming
long
home
as you
again.
in the building.
Hey,
As long as y'all in
what,
I
the
ain't never
building.
coming home again.
hey, what got you into acting?
Um, Running from a lot of things that I was dealing with mentally in my head. I was looking for an escape, and acting was a great way to escape because the script can be anybody. You know,
Right.
so that kind of got me into it. But actually, I been in a lot of stuff. I was an extra in Little Nicky, Moesha, Chucky, Backdraft things when I was younger, and
Right.
Breezy kind of brought me back into it with a part of the game. She called me and told me she had the perfect role for me, and that kind of put me back, and that's how I became Big Red. Actually,
Okay.
yeah, I
Right.
Dope,
seen
dope,
what I
dope.
was doing for so many other people, and I was like, man, why don't you make this, a career at it? And then it was something different. I already had my experience with people. I was a bar star for like 17 years, so I already had small connections, with people.
Well,
Well,
that's a damn good way to get a message out there. Anything, just depending on the type of roles you play. That's a damn good way.
Yeah,
But
you can get a little bit of anything from me. That's the part I love about me. I'm not afraid to be me. You know what I'm saying? One day you might get a little bit of me preaching, praising God out loud, which we all should be doing. But or you might get the ghetto gifted. You know what I'm saying? I might get on here and drop some jewels while smoking a blunt. I'm just me. That's all I know how to be.
Hey,
And I'm for the
how
people.
hard is it when you under the lights? Because like we can all act in the mirror or around the house or just being in the house doing anything. How hard is it when you're under the lights? They got the
It's
microscope
hard.
on you.
It's hard. It's really hard. That's why
Yeah,
I salute all the artists and the entertainers because
yeah.
I don't know how they do it on a daily basis. It's very hard. You're around a bunch of sometimes a lot of professionals,
Hmm.
and me being a person, everything in my portfolio, I've never went to school for. I've never had any training for.
Oh,
I've been self-taught or taught by my peers, Focus the Connect, what I'm saying, different people.
that's my boy.
So it be rough. My last movie, like I said, and just like that, Cohart and T Smooth, they kind of made it,
Right.
and Mecca, they
My
made it
brother.
real easy for me,
Yeah.
in that alley filming. But it be rough. But the support of, the cast, and you just gotta stay grounded. I be worried about forgetting my lines because I smoke.
Hey, I gotta say this. I gotta say this. I just appreciate you so much for coming by. I'll be glad when you let us get some of your family on here, some of your artists, so we can promote
We
them.
set that up right after this interview go up. I'm in your
Okay.
inbox. You know how I move. Open up the door,
I
and I'm
got
in
you.
there.
We need them, but I
I
definitely
got a couple of more artists that I would love. Shout out to King Younger. You know what I'm saying?
all of them. We putting them
Man,
all. If they down with
All
you, they down with
promotion
me.
is good promotion.
yeah,
All
Stack the
promotion.
realist. I'm about to look. Don't
That's
tell me
my
nothing
homie.
like that,
I
Lily.
mess with Stacks. Yeah, I mess with
Yeah,
Stacks.
that's my host for the year. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I rock with Stacks.
Hey,
But yeah,
whatever.
make sure y'all come out and support. I would love to see you two kings in the building with me on the third to celebrate my birthday. I'm doing it my way this year.
Tell
There will be no
Sunshine.
rap music this night. No rap will be played at all. We doing straight jazz, rhythm and blues, steppers music, grown folk style, a little reggae, a little mix up by
Well,
DJ
I
Kid.
kind of need to hear Gorilla so I can watch everybody go up. But
Well,
I
I'll take
guess
you in the VIP and play it for you, Lily. I'll take you in the
hey,
VIP,
dope,
okay?
dope,
Shout out
dope.
to that girl Olivia. There's a red carpet too. So get in the building,
Okay.
y'all. Come fly.
Well, let me
Yes,
say this.
sir.
Let me say this. I'm glad you came out for us, but I got the chairman Fred in the green room, and guess what? Like the big chairman said, the revolution won't be televised, but we gonna have it on the internet. Cause we finna turn some stuff up. Cause
And much salute to him. Oh my God. It's an
this
honor
man
to
is the
even be on the
truth.
same show. Thank you.
Man,
Thank
I
you.
love that we was able to put y'all on the same show.
Thank you
So
so much.
I should
Milestone.
tell everybody where to find you, please, please.
In the streets. No, big Brandy Martin with a Y. Brandy Martin with a Y. Uh, Big Red. My name is Big Red. That is BIGRE Two D's the long way, okay? Because this struggle been real. It's a battlefield. You feel me? So follow my smile underscore red on Instagram, Big Red Entertainment on TikTok all day long.
We love you. We love you.
I love
Yes, we
y'all
do.
Salute,
too.
salute,
Salute,
See you
salute,
soon.
salute.
See you.
blessings.
See you real soon. Man, she is so dope, y'all. She is so dope.
Yeah.
She is so dope. Now, this next guest, oh man, he have no y'all have no clue. Like, even though I wasn't doing no type of interviews or nothing ever, I've been waiting to interview this man my whole life since I was a little kid, right? So, man, I don't even know how to introduce him, man. It's like freedom fighter, revolutionary. I'm worse than short body. He not no activist, cause see, he be ready to go down, and he be ready to go all the way. I'm sorry, but I just don't know if it'll be another one like him. I just don't know. It's like he just everything his daddy was is just so amazing. But I gotta bring to y'all. So y'all thought I was finna just bring him right out. No. He thought I was just finna bring him right out. No. He's so serious. He's so serious. Like, I heard a guy in Cook County Jail, right, Snap? And he's crying out for help on the phone on the call, and he says, "Get Chairman Fred down here." Then Jaguar Wright, she been going viral about the music industry, and I gotta show y'all what she said.
Yeah, definitely tomorrow. Take some time to yourself, self-meditate.
We got work to do.
I know we got work.
I'll take an hour.
Take an hour.
I'll take an hour or two, but considering that I got to be in Chicago Wednesday afternoon to meet with the chairman of the board, Fred Hampton Jr. from the Black Panther Party, I only got a little bit of time.
We got this match with the Black Panther Party Cubs. We say we are the great-grandchildren of Garvey, offspring of Malcolm, and the Cubs of Panthers. I'm not only am I honored to be here, I am what Chairman Fred Hampton would say, we are too proletarian, revolutionary, intoxicated to be astronomically intimidated. Now let me say it in plain layman's terms, you know what I'm saying? We too high for people to be shook up, y'all.
Now, standing right next to him, rest in peace, to Michael Cat Williams. He played Omar on The Wire. He was on Boardwalk Empire, big time actor. He right there with the chairman. But I got plenty of clips and stuff. Like chairman, I'm rolling clips on him and stuff. But without further ado, let me bring in the #1 revolutionary freedom fighter in the world, the Honorable Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. What's up, Chairman?
Yeah, respect. Hey,
Salute.
Hey, salute right black at y'all, man. Is that light cool?
That light is great. That light is great.
Okay, man. The volume good?
Volume good.
Yeah. Hey, first and foremost, I actually, man, one of our things we said we ride. I was cruising at Big Red, man. I'm proud of you, proud of y'all, man. That was man. I was moving around while y'all was interviewing her, and just the bits and pieces I caught. She's an inspiration, man. Yeah. So I don't know she's still tapped in or not, but hey, with love and respect, sis. And we still love and respect. You know what I'm saying? That's right on. How y'all? I don't care how you. With the music, I'm proud. I'm thus far. I'm talking, on whatever field you tap into, man, you do what it do, man. It's only commend both of you brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I know just the brief time y'all been making these moves, man. It's buzzing, man. So proud of you.
Man, we finna surprise you so much. Wait, hold on. I gotta put you in the middle. Hold on. Come back in, Snap. I gotta put you in the middle. Matter of fact, you come back here too, Chairman. I got to make sure you're in the middle, man. Hold on, y'all. I got to make sure I got the chairman where he need to be. All right. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get Snap back in because I'm finna surprise you with some stuff with this one, Chairman. Man. I'm finna surprise you with some stuff. So, what I love about this, I see this man get interviewed all the time, but see, I watched him from a kid. I known him since I was a kid. Yeah. Snap seen you grow. Snap seen you too. Snap got a real surprise from where he know you from. That's finna throw but I gotta say this, man. I ain't never told nobody this. Woo.
Do the drum roll then.
I gotta tell him for a chairman. Chairman probably didn't even know this of me. But I gotta tell you this, Snap. I gotta tell everybody this. I stopped being a gangbanger once I got with the chairman. I really did. It's like it made no sense. Like, I never even told Chairman, like, yeah, Chairman, I run with so-and-so. He just knew I was connected in the street. And it's like, he wanted the people to, like, save my life, hanging with the chairman. even though we was going up against the police and the mayor and whoever, but it's still, I figured out what the real fight was being with him. And see, the reason I can respect him, because I lived on 56 in Winchester. And 56 in Winchester was a block where everybody in the neighborhood hung out back in the 80s. And I used to look at Chairman. He had the nicest leather coat with a fur collar. He had a blazer. A blazer was like having an Escalade now. He had a black and gold blazer. Right, Chairman, when the black and gold? Am I remembering right?
Yep.
I used to be like, man, I mess with that dude right there. You know what I'm saying? I mess with that dude. So now comes the time of the peace treaty. And people was like, yeah, it's a peace treaty now. I'm like, a peace treaty? I'm like, who said this? And they're like, it's Fred Hampton Jr. He going around telling everybody it's a peace treaty now. And we like, what? But you got to respect it, because at the time, I mean, I got to say this, Chairman was still in the street. So it almost sounded like a trap or like a trick to some of us. Like, man, so now all the leaders, he the reason I say street tribe, all the leaders of the street tribes is saying like, nah, man, it's a peace treaty. So I'm like, what? Like, it's a real peace treaty. So his reward for that peace treaty, they put him in prison. For real.
Real talk. Man, you cracking, but you cracking. Yeah.
They put him in prison. But I'm going to let Snap give you some history on where he know you from.
Well.
Man.
It was probably around 1997. You know where you was at in 1997?
Coming through either, Stateville was back 1998, so before Shawnee, 97. Shawnee.
2B.
Wow.
2B.
Wow. This is ironic. This is ironic.
Yep, I was on the deck with you on Shawnee 2B.
Wow. I just met a sister today. She told my Shawnee, her cousin that was in Shawnee. Man, go ahead, bro. I'm listening, man.
Yeah, man. Shawnee was kind of rough back then, man. It was a little rough. It was a little rowdy too. It was super rowdy.
So let me guess, Snap. Chairman was in there doing whatever the guard said and being a model prisoner, right?
No, he wasn't. And you should have known better. He put something together. I forgot what he put together, but he had everybody on the deck behind him.
Man, Shawnee was classified. Let me tag team with you, bro. I'm going out memory lane with y'all, man. You know, it's ironic. This lady, sister came by today, talk about her brother's case. He's in Menard. She was talking about he was in Shawnee. I talked about Shawnee. Shawnee was classified at the time one of the most worst medium prison concentration camp in the state of Illinois. And what did they bounce? They bounced people shot from, was it Big Muddy River? Galesburg. I forget. They had me on the circuit. And the circuit, for those who might not be familiar with, the circuit was legally out. It was outlawed. It's a circuit where they, I know y'all know this, but I'm just saying this for some of our listeners that's tapping in. And so they arbitrarily transfer you from place to place. Your mail never catch up with you, so on and so forth. So it was banned illegal. And so they just change the words. Like, they say, okay, well, you're not on the circuit no more. We just quote unquote transferring you. And man, Shawnee, I think, no, excuse me, I came from Centralia, Clantrail. We call it Clantrail. This is from Clantrail down to Shawnee. And this was the area known as, again, the place known as the worst medium camp in the state of Illinois. And I remember when I got there, and forgive me, y'all. I'm thinking out loud. I want to tell y'all questions y'all got, but y'all, I like this thus far, because again, a lot of times I gotta break the ice with certain people who don't have no background,
right?
Who, you know what I'm saying? Even what what a revolutionary is, who I am, you know what I'm saying? And it's like a foreign. They have no concept, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the quote unquote conventional organizer, But back to Shawnee. So I get there, I'm doing doing the reconnaissance, put my ear to the ground, what's going down, and I'm checking the cats out, how they move, so on and so forth, and the street tribes. I mean, it was intense. How they get out with each other, and I recall going on the yard, and I'm studying the cats, and I asked one of the young leadership of one of the organizations. I said, why y'all count y'all guys when they come, when they go on the yard and count them coming off? He was telling me, he said, man, just in case when it's popular now, cats say the opposition, the ops, just in case one of them get one of our guys, we got to keep a count on my guys. And I remember on the yard, when I'm talking to all the different guys, and I remember on the yard one day, I'm jogging, and I remember different brothers, they threw their fists up, they uhuru, that was a greeting,
uhuru, yeah. So you had everybody in the jail saying uhuru.
Everybody in the jail, man. Everybody in the jail, you come through, so they say uhuru. So, and I remember, and you can see it, like this is something like in Kenya, also when the Mau Mau's, the Dilan Kimati and them get the British, they fighting against the British, they say Huru, it shook them up. And I seen those guards' faces, how they be when they seen that unity, them cats. And I got back to the unit. I said, they come to give me a battle there. It was so notorious in Shawnee, they had told the Muslim cats that they couldn't pray over their food. They couldn't do they couldn't even pray. It was the racism. I mean, so blatant.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
It was bad.
They ain't cut no corners. And I remember coming inside the chow hall one time, and I'm walking in the chow hall, and everybody like uhuru. And so there was a group of guys, one of the street organization, one street tribe, they sitting in the corner over there, and I overheard this one brother. These guys they've been locked up about 20-25 years. So they got to asking their guys, man, what's all this stuff about uhuru? What's going on? So I went over there to talk. So one of the guys, he said, come on, Chairman, don't go. I said, let me go over here.
Right.
So I went over there, I said, listen, all due respect, this ain't no recruiting trip. This don't compromise your membership. We don't say this for the people, man, And so there's one guy, he not, like cats be thinking somebody just turns to some jailhouse religion, a lot of people, their definition of activists is, just to, turn the other cheek, so on and so forth,
Right.
So he he sat back real cocky, like, well, we're going to check this out and get back to you, you know what I'm saying? So this other brother, got this young brother name, he's from 52nd Aberdeen or May, name was Johnny, I believe. He told his leadership, he say, G, you can check out what he on, but I know what he on. He say, man, when Whitehead was a notorious detective in the Inglewood area. He said, when Whitehead and them came and raided my grandmama's house, he said, that man came in right behind them with a camera. He said, man, they was raiding and tearing my grandmama's house up. He said, he come right behind them. He said, I remember that. He said, man, so you can do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? He said, I know what he on. It's about the people. And I continued to organize, you know what I'm saying? And I remember they called around, they called different joints, and they called different leadership. They said, no, it's my man about the business. So I remember when he came to me in the gym, he said, yeah, we checked. He said, man, we checked it out, you legit. I said, brother, I said, all due respect, you thought I was waiting on you to get back? I said, take a look around. And he turned around, and all the brothers had their fist up in the air, And when they came to get me, back to that time when I came off the yard, I came in the cell, told the brother in the cell with me, I said, man, they coming for me. And they said, they had locked the joint down. And they say, if we stop saying uhuru, if I stop saying that, they take the joint of lockdown, because some guys, I think some Spanish Cobras from Landfall, they got into it with each other or something. And they tried to say I was the one that got a joint lockdown. So then they took us out for showers. And I remember going out to the shower, and I took the shower, and everybody waiting, like, please, if he don't say it, we come off lockdown. So I came in, and before they closed the door, I threw the fist, whoo! So they locked us down, and they come get my celly. They take him out, they bring my celly back. He said, man, they tripping about you. I said, what you mean? Man, they asking all type of, man, what's your question? Who you is? So I stopped the door and they passed the lunch out, the child. I said, man, you got my jacket. You ask no questions about me. They shut the door, man, about 6 that morning. Shawnee. Matter of fact, I'll tell you when it was. It was March 10th, 1997. The reason I know, because they brought me out, I get it on the news, on the TV, Biggie Smalls had just got killed. I heard on TV. They popped the door about 6 in the morning, cracked the door real quiet, and they flooded the cell. Man, about 15 guards to try to squeeze in the cell. They was packed. They tried to squeeze all they was whispering, come on, go with them to healthcare.
So you was on 2B when Biggie Smalls got killed?
Yeah.
I was there too. I remember everybody was hollering out the chuck hole.
Hollering chuck hole. That's the day they came and got me up out of there. I heard it I remember that day because we was planning on doing the event that day. That's the day that Harriet Tubman was Harriet Tubman's birthday, I believe. And we planning on doing something that day for Harriet Tubman. And they came and they said, let's go. They was whispering. I said, I didn't put no request in for no health care. I'm cool. He said, come on, just go with us. And I kept on saying their names, their badge. I said, Lieutenant, why you here? This ain't even your shift, you know? And they took me past health. I said, well, healthcare right there. Where we going? And he took me to Internal Affairs. That joker, Lieutenant Suits, real man, racist white dude, man, off the chain racist. So he say, they give me there. He said, what's your name? He said, who's your father? I said, listen, man, you know who I am. You probably got my great grandfather name. You know what slave shit they brought there. You got my jacket. What's happening? What's happening? We have a working relationship down here with a lot of guys. You know, so we don't know what's the problem with you. I said, well, we could save you personal property a lot of time by checking my jacket. I don't get out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They took me, man. They took me back and said, well, you're going to be the next thing up out of here. They had the helicopter waiting on me.
Mm.
They took me back. And when they took a white boy out the cell. He was in cell trying to kill himself. It was blood all in the cell. Blood all in the, they took him out and put me in that cell. All this blood all over the cell. And the call-ins got to coming in. That's what stopped the helicopter. The helicopter's going to take me out. And they said, anybody that say Uhuru, send them up out of here. Guys want to transfer up out of there anyway. Guys,
I was just finna. Hey, I was just finna say that. Yeah. They made everybody stop saying they was locking you up.
Locking you up.
Cell room, you're gonna disappear.
Locking you up. Man, he was coming through, man. I'm back in that cell. And man, my property, they bring my property to me, and then I sold my property. They come back about 5 days later. All my property, I ain't talking about no urine, piss on it. It was soaking and floating piss. They say this is all the guards. Wow. Yeah, man, my photo albums, everything, man. This man, Shawnee, man. This is something to talk. People just think these. The psychological games and the war tactics they do, man, listen, and I don't take for granted to have come up out of there with my sanity intact and still be alive, man. Real talk.
Let me ask you this, Chairman. Let me speed it up some more. So now, when I get with you, I was with my boy Ego, and he walks up to a car. He talks to somebody. I'm like, man, who was that? He like, that's our friend Hampton Junior. I'm like, wow. I was like, man, one day, man, I'm gonna get down with him, man. He's like, man, come on, man, I'll introduce you to him now. So like, man, I told him, like, man, I'm Bam Bam, little brother. He's like, yeah, I know Bam Bam. And you gave me your number. And I'm like, wow, now I'm in a revolution. And I'll never forget when I say that I had to change my whole thing up, because I told my brother that I bumped into you. I'm like, man, I'm really finna start rolling with him. He said, well, hey, I better not hear you doing nothing that is finna get him arrested or none of that. And it's just like, man, I got with you, man, and it just started making sense, man. Like every single thing, like me and you done so much stuff behind the scenes that people don't even know. Man. I mean, you rock, but
man,
They've got to find out today though.
I don't think they can find out everything today. I think we can hit, man. It's the importance, nephew, with you. I'm talking about, man. A lot of people look at movements and struggle with some sort of like this reaction, like a one drop. That's the person like this protest on the different dynamics of roles. That I mean, everything from give me. I mean, this right here. I mean, the strategicness of having sis on Big Red on before me. That's I mean that's see, it helps breaks these blockers. People come in like, well, that's the movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you do this is I mean it transcends different borders. Like people got this idea. They try to give us this idea of you conscious. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm hearing sis earlier. She talking about, she said, hey, man, I get the struggle she been through, you know what I'm saying, all that. And you know, and to be able to relate to the people, it opens the door, you know, because a lot of times we're told if you don't speak the Queen's English, or you don't, I'm hearing everything she said about even her in the field of acting.
Right.
Even her training, she committed cold hard and the rest of them, you know what I'm saying? It's certain dynamics and skills that people can, grasp on, that the system, they try to tell us, well, if you haven't got this degree, you can't do this, so on and so forth. And I tripped when she said, you asked, well, could you catch that? She said, the streets. That's one of our mantras. We say,
yeah.
I work out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And there's certain things that, and it's no slight on other entities. A lot of people get involved with Chairman Fred say intellectual masturbation. They can say a bunch of words and terms, but man, we come. I mean, it's contested conditions. You're talking, oh man, it's stuff that we can lay out here, but they really appreciate on Winchester when it's going down over there. You know what I'm saying? The police attacking everybody for the memorial. Excuse me, that they doing for the little brother of they shoot all about Henderson, and you know they protest and a moment's notice. You know what I'm saying? Come on the radio, the hood radio show. When you bring him in, the timing, you know what I'm saying? When Spice One come in town, it's 1 o'clock in the morning in Inglewood, and it's going down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like blood. I mean, like little girl that just got shot on 56 in Winchester. You know what I'm saying? So Spice One, we're gonna do this video shoot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you'd have to call, my agent, and check in with my people. We said we're going right there on a pivot. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna try our best to get it out, but man, it's like a recipe. Like you can, you know what I'm saying? Like a cold recipe, there's different ingredients, you know what I'm saying? Like even our brother, you know, Snappy just talked about that trigger that Shawnee, you know, I said, Uhuru, he triggered him back. He said, yeah, the feel that it wasn't just no, like you see a lot of, you know what I'm saying, even the term activists. A lot of people, their first contact with some activists is some, like, you know, GMOs, government-made organizations, softballs, some cats who really can't relate to you, you know what I'm saying? He telling you, that's why I'm trying to help put it in perspective with what Shawnee is. You know what I'm saying? They will tell the Muslims they can't pray over their food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how arrogant and racist, you know what I'm saying? And here we come down about the Uhuru, man, hey, man. But
all they wanted to see us do was bust each other heads.
Sounds like good old slavery to me,
That's
man.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? And they called the worst medium, and it was done, and they created, they set the situation like that, you know what I'm saying? And I learned from, I tell you, I learned from the people. See, like for those who tuning in, this just even getting on here, I'm like, man, brother, hold on, I'm getting frustrated. I learned more from y'all about just even this tap, how to get in on this restream, the whole, you know what I'm saying? Then a tutorial, but somebody has to tell you, when you have to take a tutorial, you have to go to school for this here, you know what I'm saying? Basic layman's terms. Hey, Chairman, hit this. Hold on, man, back. Did you hit this? People be surprised what we can learn, we can do amongst our people. But they tell us you need, you know what I'm saying, like I told the Black Panther Party, the free breakfast programs and all that. These, you know what I'm saying, the Panther Party said, wait a minute, black children's grades are not up to par. Everybody said, yeah, we got to do a study. Hold on, they going to school hungry? I don't care who you is. You can't talk about no division problem, no math problem, or no now
hungry.
You hungry. We said, okay, what we gonna do? We gonna feed them. Gonna feed them. We got to do this. We got to do this. This interview tonight, champ. You come on a few minutes. Get on, click on, tap this, press that button, click right in. We rolling.
Right.
And when I got to Shawnee, I asked them cats, why do y'all count y'all guys? Come on. And I took that same thing and I implemented this thing of the Kumi, the Swati for 10. And I got 2 from each. I say, now 2 members from each organization. When the guards kidnap one of us, we responsible for contacting our people on the outside. I studied the cats, the brothers, and I took that and I tweaked it. I politicized it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's certain things like that's the deal. It's obviously, oh man, you coming in and you say, no, I study the people and see reason why I'm a threat. Because once you start tapping into that the potential, because we pregnant with potential. It's like in India. In India, when they train an elephant, if an elephant see the trainer step on a paper cup or something, and that elephant step on the paper cup, that particular elephant got to be killed or transferred. They say you running the risk of that elephant going back with the other elephants. Hey man, this chump don't weigh nothing, man. Ain't no way he supposed to be in control. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There was more Blackstone Rangers in Chicago than was Black Panther Party in the whole country.
Right.
There was more Blackstone Rangers in Chicago than was Panthers throughout the whole country. That politics, once you see a different dynamic in the 60s. The anti start being up. You start seeing the devil disciples, the black disciples now. The Blackstone Rangers, the Black Peace Stone Nation, the Vice Lords running the Free Medical Center. It was a revolutionary climate. Well, even the government state was a record low to they call black on black crime. You know what I'm saying? It was a different sort of comedian. You know what I'm saying? It was a different sort of athlete.
Wait. What did you just say?
A different sort of comedian. A different
sort of comedian. Hold on, Chairman.
All right.
Let me show them something.
All right.
DC Young Fly at the Hampton House.
Man. If y'all don't see that official logo right there,
right?
What is a Black Panther? They false flag.
They false flag.
You're goddamn right.
But the Cubs is different from the
Cubs is the
baby. The Cubs are
the Cubs are ideological offspring of the Black Panther Party. Right. That's kind of the legacy of the Black Panther Party. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm actually the great grandchildren of God, the offspring of Malcolm, the Cubs of Panthers. Mm-hmm. That's it, right here. That's the Cubs. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's it.
So it's ain't too many of the originals that still.
Oh, no, you know what I'm saying? We got one still locked up. We got Mumia Abu Jamal, Sunday out there at Coley. One was still locked up. We still probably get out. You know what I'm saying? They still was held captive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I see. I had that clip for a reason.
Man.
Because people think they sit and watch these people with these costumes on that's really making a mockery of the legacy of the real Black Panther Party. And they think it's just some game, some Halloween party or something. And like you said, it was comics that was with it. So what was it like for DC Young Fly to come to the Hampton House? Like, how did that happen?
Going to get word, my guy, one of my brothers who was locked up with me in Galesburg. He might be watching this now. Bones. Joshua Etheridge on Facebook. So he probably connected me to this thing in Atlanta for the speaking engagement. So the people who we're going to, I'm gonna go through the process. I say, we say we're gonna heighten the contradictions. So the cat who they supposed to be getting me down there, they didn't know who I was. So the cat say, "Oh yeah, Black Panthers, come on, yo." So I'm holding my tongue. We riding there. I'm knowing these cats don't know who I am. Not Bones know, but I'm telling Bones, these other cats they not finna let me get down there. But we're gonna go through the process. We get there, we get close. They get there like, no, dude, for real. This ain't. He like, oh yeah, this is father of the Panther Party. So a lot of people think like, oh, that's nice. You know what I'm saying? Bring them on in. I'm getting that. He get the word like, man, this dude can inspire. This dude really is about it. So the guys who supposed to get me up, they counsel. And like they said, man, we gonna get back to you. The first they had a whole thing. They said we're gonna have all the rappers, all of them coming out for you. They're gonna support. We got you name it. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to be T.I., Rick Ross, everybody supposed to be this big thing. So I said, yeah, okay. So we get there, the guys, he counseled. So I said, don't trip. We get there, the word get out that I'm down there. Attorney Milani, I'm gonna say this wrong, good brother. He's down by Morehouse with some other youngsters. He said, Chairman, you in town? I said, yeah. So I down there to go talk to these young brothers. Then I'm leaving. We go to a restaurant. They go take us to go eat. Brother Tony Mulani. We go to the restaurant to go eat something. Guy named this is Goat. I forgot his brother's name. He walked past. He see me. He said, I know that hat. I know that hat. He said, he come to the restaurant. He say, man, that's the chairman. He said, man, you got to come on 85 South. How long you time? I said, I leave out today. I had never even heard of 85 South. So I say, he said, man, won't you just come on through? So I said, man, okay. I said, well, everybody, chairman, don't do this. It's a bunch of comedians. They be making jokes and all this. You know what I'm saying? I say, is it phenomenon? It's yeah. I say, all the people. I say, everybody listen to it. I say, chairman, you don't want to do that. I said, man, we stay another night or two, man. Man, we get the word, man. The brother connecting with, we pull up. Man, Chico B, he was on another gig that day. Carlos and DC Young Fly there, man. We pull in, man. I'm a Richard comedian, comedic genius. Richard Pryor say he's a peopleologist. I like that term. I'm a peopleologist. I'm to my man. Them cats open door, respect you. 85 South. I mean, off the chain, man. We get out. We pop the politics. He later on, fast forward. DC Young Fly, he in town performing. Freezing cold in Chicago. Man, he called. It's about 2 a.m. He said, Chairman, man, I'm in town. I got to come through touchdown with you, man. Man, we go ride down. We get him. We come, man. He trail us. He come to the house. He said, I come. He said, I come in. I won't be seeing no different other tourist spots. I gotta see what you do. Where you at, man? He said, I'm coming through, OG. We pull up and we come to the Hampton house, man. We stop at a wall in Madison, California.
Yeah, I think that.
Man, take the whole thing. He ain't tripping about the time. Take him in the back room at the Hampton house. I said, that's the bed frame. That's Chairman Fred's actual bed he grew up on. That's his bed frame.
Right.
Unbeknownst to me, DC Young Fly say, that's the sweater we gave you. The 85 South sweater is laying. I didn't know. I forgot it's laying on the. I said, damn. Man, then we leaving. He say, hold on. He go back. He said, let me get some dirt. Let me get some dirt from this front of this house where I'm at, man. He grabbed the dirt from the front of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Wow. Then when he came to Chicago another time, real quick, I told him about Richard Pryor acknowledging Minister UEP Newton of the stage. I don't know if y'all ever seen that. Richard Pryor, the red suit on and the black, he acknowledged Minister UEP Newton. I tell him about that the next day. I get DC Young Fly my honorary Cub vest. You know what I'm saying? Right. My vest.
Right.
The next day, he come on stage. He say, hey, y'all, they get all these youngsters. I'm sure a lot of these youngsters, you know what I'm saying? They ain't for me. They 19, 18, youngsters, man. They got the packed house. He say 1979. So I said, damn, he got the years mixed up. I'm thinking, I said, it's 1969.
Right.
He didn't done his homework. He say 1979. He talking about, that's when Richard Pryor in Long Beach, California.
Right. I think that.
Minister UEP Newton. And I know it happened, it was December 29th, 1979, my birthday. Man, he said, turn them lights on. He said, maybe get the chairman in the building. Man, and I just, my past birthday this past year, I touched down with him and all of them, man, the whole 85 South, man. Man,
that's great. Again, I got to have you in the middle, Chairman. They knocked me out.
Okay, what I do?
I got that logo back there, so they don't want it up, but it's gonna stay up.
That's right.
Y'all just come on back in. Hold on.
Okay, do I leave?
Yeah, you guys come back in. Yeah, this is what's up right here. Hold on. This is what's up right here. Yeah, you know, now I'm gonna say something. When I said they knocked me out because I got that logo.
Yeah.
Now, this is a quick one. Now, when the pirate radio was in Chicago, so we got it running. It's playing all the cursing music, the this and that. People don't even know I'm behind it. So I tell Chairman, I say, hey, just wait. Once I get their ears on listening, I'm gonna have you come on. So I shut all the music off. Prime time when I know everybody listening. And let Chairman do the code of conduct. He was talking about what's going on in Cook County Jail, everything.
Yeah.
So when you say what was that? The next day the FCC came and shut me down, Chairman? When that the next day?
The next day.
Next day.
Next day.
They don't waste no time, do they?
And this was at nighttime, though.
They come. I mean, hey, with the quickness. Before that,
next day,
next day.
I look up, it's a bunch of agents. I'm like, oh, they run to the studio. They didn't knock me out the way and went upstairs, right? And I can talk about it now because they only left a warning letter that I better shut it down. But I'm like, man, people don't think that it's that deep. Like the message that this man is preaching is that deep, and it's just like, it's just amazing that you still can go on with it. Now we call our people, we don't have fans, Chairman. We don't have we don't have people chatting. We have what we call the streets, right? So I'm gonna see who hollering at us. Sorry y'all if I missed some of y'all, but I'm gonna read your I'm gonna put your comments up. That's Kevin Arnold, bad guy Arnold. He say 1063 had strippers in commercials. They sure did. until we gave him the revolution.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm at liberty to say this, but I'm gonna go, man.
What's that?
Just now, right now, as we speak. They supposed to have this event, this big event, and this young sister. She I think she's new in town. She organized, supposed to be a big thing. Secretary of State Jesse White at the UIC. They supposed to be giving these awards to different people.
Right.
And they usually they had usually they had the usual suspects. This time you had Dorothy Holmes, her son killed by Chicago police on 530 King Drive. Dr. LaShawn, you know what I'm saying? This sister, man, you know what I'm saying? Did some time she had organized. Cassandra Greer, who husband, you know what I'm saying? They took out in Cook County Jail, you know what I'm saying? Nicholas League. They had my name was a rare. They I'm supposed to give me an award. Man, they had the thing, the flyers, the posters, everything was set to go, man. This February 11th coming up, Black History Month.
Right.
Man, listen. They say, they pulled the strings on that. Like this just happened yesterday. They said, whoa, stop the car. And see, people need to understand this. This is one brother I jug at him coming. He used to tell me, well, did you get the flyers out? We really do not believe, you know what I'm saying? It's a reason why we don't know about certain situations. I tell people, certain individuals, I get most people, you know what I'm saying, they never heard of Claudette Colvin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Claudette Colvin, this sister who refused to give up her seat on the bus. No disrespect to Rosa Parks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Claudette Colvin is still alive in New York.
Wow.
Hey, give me a second, Bates.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, I never. You know what, Chairman?
Mm-hmm.
This is what else I want to do, right? Because I want to give people stuff that they don't know that I never heard you tell nobody about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, at what age did you decide to join the revolution, or did you just know ever since you was a kid? Like, how did it go? Because, like I say, you put me in the revolution. When I got with you, I'm like, man, the rest of that stuff dead. So, like, at what age did you say, man, I gotta do something?
I always had a basic love for our people, but the thing is, you put in what happened to the movement, you know what I'm saying? The Black Power movement of the 60s, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people think it just faded away. But it was attacked, you know what I'm saying? It was, one brother told me he stayed on the west side of Chicago, and when he took to the juvenile detention in 1969, and when he got back out in 1970, he thought he was in a different world. He couldn't believe how it had, the era was changed. He couldn't believe it, and that's important. To the impact. When Tookie Williams, Stanley Tookie Williams' funeral, we left and did we did a repast in Leimert Park in Los Angeles. I said Tookie Williams, co-founder of the Crips, along with Raymond Washington. So Tookie Williams grew up in a climate something that I had grew up in, deprived of organizations such as the Black Panther Party.
Right.
The only options that they would give you is, really, a Boy Scout or a banker.
Right.
And the movement, it was, and I like how Mama Cool, Mother Comrade, she said about Tupac. She said Pac needed organization, and organization needed Pac. And it's one thing to have a basic, so I remember, getting in trouble in school for writing about the Black Panther Party, Chairman Fred. And it was the movement with Chairman Fred is buried at, the police shoot his tombstone up. It was even family members and people that was in the party, how they tried to twist stuff around what really happened. You know what I'm saying? And that's,
wait, Chairman, not to cut you off. Before we get to that history though, I'm just saying, at what moment did you say, man, I'm finna be a one-man army and wake these people up and start? Because you had to, it's like amazing to me that you would do that all by yourself. Because I know you didn't have 15 guys started up with you. So like at what moment, like it's like I just need to know, like, is your father's spirit just in you that strong? Like what you think what did it for you?
I've been trying to trace that they call it that aha moment. But the deal, I think like really 19 really to be like official, concrete, saying, listen, to be like, to be able to politicize, like I say, to really put this in a concrete, it wasn't just one day, but it was certain situations that really helped mold me, that really, I tell you what, kind of what I was about to say earlier, I'm not being evasive with this here. I was listening to y'all, so y'all would be better off telling my story in life than even me, because some of the stuff I'll miss. Right. I know one thing in particular. I think back that really hit the streets, that really rung around the streets when I'm on. It was a situation one time on 53rd National. I'm riding, and brother Wayne, he long liver, man. They call him Insane Wayne, man. Mm-hmm. And he riding. And I said, man, how did you put me? He said, man, I can't. We in tour with you. I said, man, it's me, homie. He said, man, we can't. We in tour right. It's hot over here. I said, man. So he pulled over right there on that 53rd. It's an auto zone now, I believe it. It was an auto zone.
It was a car dealership back then.
It was Walgreens.
Walgreens. Okay.
It was Walgreens. Yeah. And when he pulled up, man, and then his guys, then the other that street tribe was there. The other street tribes got to pulling up.
Wow.
It was a big old standard. Cats was strapped up. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you could see it like a face up. And I'm talking to these brothers. I say, man, y'all get through fighting for these strips. You know what I'm saying? The police gonna come through. Blah blah blah. And then when I'm talking, the police pull up. There's a black female and an old white male pig. And they pull up. Some of the guys said they were going to disperse. I said, no, not when we out here with all these things against each other. No, we're not finna leave for these two revolvers.
Right.
And we sitting there, and we talking, and the police asked said, who is this here, And I cracked, I don't want you talking about a roll call in the morning. And they said, who? I said, I don't want you talking about a roll call in the morning. Chairman Fred Hampton. They said, you ain't no damn Fred Hampton. And the brother on my security at the time, he put a button. And he said, yeah, we heard about you in your mouth.
Hey, you know what, man?
Huh?
I think I was out there.
You might. This is
this like 89 or 90 or something like
that? It was definitely about 88, 89. 89. Man.
89, yeah, I think I was out there, man.
This was, it wasn't no people's phone. Everybody from East Street Tribe, it was, I'm man, they converged. It was so, man, this was really put on the map. This move here, man. You know what I'm saying? And they came from, you had, man, every name who had a name. I'm sure you was there. They pulled up. It was packed. And I remember, I told this sister, they was gonna cuff me. And them sisters, the people that came across the street, they like, man, a hooroo. And man, that day, it got the buzzing. They said, man, what is he on? And I remember Wayne invited me to come down to the game room on Ashland. Come down. Right. I walked in, so the guy like, whoa. He said, man, he on something else, man. I pulled up on Laughlin that day. I was talking to all the street track. That really, man.
Wow. So that's when it set off then, huh?
That's a lot of people. I was on it before then, but that contested condition. Because I tell people say, like when I was in the county jail one time. Wow. I remember coming there, and they had the different. I remember Division 6 2Q. That's 2Q was a shot calling day. Right. And I remember that was another historical moment because you had the GDs on one deck, Breeze on one deck, Vice Lord Stones on another deck. I would go from deck to deck, talking to people. And a guard was asking this guy. She whispered, she said, watch that guy. He be sleeping, he be on different decks, you know what I'm saying? Who is this? The guard was telling the guy. And the brother, he had it for the GDs. He said, no, everyone, we know who he is. Though. And he couldn't explain. So I walked, I said, she speak English? He said, yes, I got it. I said, check this out. It was a black guard. She said, yeah, I speak English. I say, I'm with the people, you know what I'm saying? I'm Chairman Fred Hampton, you know what I'm saying? And she say, Fred, what you doing in jail? What you doing in jail? I said, no. I said, I'm not Dr. King. I'm not. I'm Chairman Fred Hampton. So I said, this come with the resume. This part of this comes with it. You know what I'm saying? And she like, but you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe you. And that really, and before that, so you can't be in your own bubble who you are because like even we get to this, like a lot of people know like they couldn't in Chicago in particular. You know how the machine and the structure was set up. Where a lot of cats only frame of reference would be you either this or you know what I'm saying. I remember one time in Division 1, I was trying to explain to this kid that I'm not a neutron. He couldn't grasp it. You know, like you know what I'm saying. Right. Like you either folks, you people, or you neutral. So I'm explaining to them the telephones. You get the phone for the folks, phone for the people. I'm saying, listen, I need to be clear. When that phone, I say the movement got to have access to that phone 24, you know what I'm saying, anytime we do for the people. So dude was like, oh man, Chairman, you good. Whenever I said, no. I'm not talking about me as a person. You know what I'm talking, I said, this organ, who I'm talking about, I'm speaking for the Black Panther Party, the Cubs, he couldn't understand it. So one brother come on saying, you like, what are you? Ain't, he couldn't hear it. He said, you folks, you people. He said, I said, no, with the move. He said, you're neutral. I said, no. I said, your car's in neutral. You're not going nowhere. I'm making moves. It's not, I said, I'm not no neutron. You know what I'm saying? So I was unable to be who I was. I tell people, like, even relationships are hard. Like that movie Goodfellas, right. That dude woman, she had to know how to other women with the mafioso. You know what I'm saying? Right. To be a revolutionary, like a lot of people can't even understand it. You know what I'm saying? They be like,
I'm glad you said that. See, Chairman, I don't be trying to cut the stories off for nothing. But I'm trying to build the next set of revolutionaries. So hopefully just seeing this, because you see, I know you're human, because I get to hang with you. Like, like we had a party at the house on Winchester a couple years back, right?
Yeah.
So it was actually one of the guys' bachelor party. They was getting married. So Chairman in there kicking it. And it's some of my homies there that don't know you, and they holding you hostage. I'm like, hey, leave him alone, man. Let him enjoy himself one night. He can't fight the revolution all the time, man. So with that being said, like, what kind of women do somebody like the Chairman deal with?
I just had a flashback. When I at that party, I gave Elo a cigar for his bachelor party. And I got upset because he took the cigar and cut it open and started put the. I said, "Man, don't be messing that damn cigar." Let me say this, man. I've been listen. Okay, even Park. I just seen a piece from Tupac. Park say it's hard to love him. He say, he loved hard,
right?
And not just even in in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship, but just even, I'm not being invasive, but love in general, like, you know, even your family, to be, you know what I'm saying, to be able, it's difficult to be able to grasp not only the heat that come with the language, the light. Because again, when you target it, and I just told someone that I said I live by a suitcase. You know, the lady comes saying,
Right.
"What day can you come do this? Speak about my brother's clemency?" I say I want to pivot, and that's hard. And you know what I'm saying. And people want, like, even, you know, you want security, so on and so forth. You don't feel, you know what I'm saying. Ain't no guaranteed. Okay, 1 second. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. It's one of the comrades, the young lords, want to come meet with me. Until 1 second. The climate. You look back, and I'm not be saying, Chairman, just give us a
No, Chairman.
one
I
answer.
want to know, what type of woman do it take to be with the chairman? Do she got to be with the revolution, or don't she?
Okay, listen.
Do she got to be a soldier or not?
Dealing with absolutes. I've been fortunate. Now, I would never put that onus
Right.
in my relationship. Now, I would not put that onus on anyone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You would say that you got to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, you had this, like, first of all, you had this idealism, romanticism about revolution.
Right.
You look at the pictures, everybody is down, you know what I'm saying? The leather jackets and afro. A lot of people don't know the backstory that comes with that.
Right.
And I'm real big about telling people, like, in a relation, and I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about just a revolutionary in general. I mean, I told this one comrade, I said, listen, man, stop going into your relationship. I said, I'm not no relationship specialist. I say, man, it's difficult for me to deal with, you know what I'm saying? I sympathize, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm just thinking now, you know what I'm saying? Because you could be you being bounced anywhere, you know what I'm saying? But I say, I'm real big about respect. So you have the note that you like, you tell people, say, when you want people to come in. I just told this one brother, I say, man, you coming in with this idealism, but just we all come conscious, or because, you know what I'm saying, in different periods in our life, certain situations impact us different ways, so on and so forth.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying, it's not this green juice elixir that you drink, you know what I'm saying, or, you know, candle you light, or some book you read, you know what I'm saying, and conscious levels, you know what I'm saying. So that how we get, you know, even like a climate, you know what I'm saying. You could be in your, people say, well, look, like, a lot of people look like being in their own bubbles. You know, this cannot happen in relationships. This cannot happen in families, because you're impacted by the outside. That's a different child that grew up with this music of Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell.
Right.
Then that's, I mean, the children. Listen, I'm not trying to go with them personally, but that the song that just was dropped with Moneybagg Yo and Glorilla, you know what I'm saying? What just came out where they attacking each other. You follow what I'm saying? Men and women, you know what I'm saying? It's a climate that just, you cannot just even, you can't look, like, you look at the 60s, you look at different things, the music, the relationships. You cannot look at it like, I remember this one sister I was talking to, her husband was right there. And we was talking about she just saw the movie, Judas and the Black Messiah.
Right.
And she was trying to say it respectfully. Her husband was right there. She said, and she was trying to say it, but she said, I just can't see falling on, like, covering down over someone's body the way she did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I said, it doesn't. I say the climate is like, and you got it's a different climate when you got they show you women in jail and they saying, well, the guy left me out there, blah blah blah. It was a different sort of relationship back then. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, like, even how you know, so you ain't no guarantee to people getting locked up, so on and so forth. So I don't want to target on me. I'm not being evasive. You know what I'm saying? It's painful that this is relationships, this is occupations, jobs, how you you speaking a foreign language, so you want to climb it, not so I don't devalue it to just my relationship. You know what I'm saying?
No. What You really answered it, Chairman. It's like I get it. Like with me in the business I am.
The better question would be, what sort of climate do I want? Like for example, like it's a certain climate that was conducive for cats to be say like a cat say he a hustler. Right. It's a cat a hustler. It's a certain period of time where the ecosystem worked. It was conducive with that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Your lady, it's a certain climate for a cat. You know what I'm saying? Cat say, you know what I'm saying? He a banger. It's certain things now you look at and say, man, that's out of some stuff now. You look back now, you look at the guy in a movie, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. When the guy came out to fish in his shoes, you know what I'm saying? But a climate, a revolutionary, where a person is in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? You listen to the conversations, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure y'all know more than me. The type of what people talk about, you know what I'm saying? Well, girl, how much he get, and vice versa. You know how people tell me, man, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the discussion, how trivial it can be, like, who got the biggest backside? Who got the biggest, you know what I'm saying? It's a different, so the better question is, what sort of climate do we want? You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this.
Yeah.
Like you said, the music played a background too. And that's why I gotta play your part from me and your song and my cousin Slanger song, Sweet Ghetto. Hold on.
Say that. I'm gonna let this come ready in real quick.
Eyes open and fist clenched. This here the chairman, Fred Hampton Jr. that is. Sometimes known as the governor of the ghetto. Now I need y'all to kill that background noise. Listen close while we ride and roll through the ghetto. With a precious vessel we may see. Maybe a pack of cherry flavor now, ladies. But before we go to bed, our babies pray for more than they soul to keep, just in case the pigs may raid us. With the burglar alarms, we do the pit bull bars. And every day we gotta deal with boarded up buildings, a whole bunch of killers in the city putting boots on our cars. The ghetto.
Yo. I never want to disrespect the streets. We love y'all. We love y'all. Everybody that's checking in.
Let me. Do we got a movie for the Chicago chapter of the Black Panther Party, man? Because I know it's one for the Oakland. I seen that movie.
We up the ante with don't lock it all the way because the door messages. I think we got a lot of pills and apple songs with Judas and the Black Messiah. Do you see that?
Are you not that yet?
Huh? I didn't know that was about that. That's what that was about.
That's about.
Man, you know what, man? Well, I gotta go check that out, man, because they kind of advertised that wrong then, man.
They couldn't advertise it correctly because, like, see, we had to put the peel in applesauce. They didn't see it coming. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that's in there that, I mean, because again, people they're not, you gotta. This is the largest chapter. Illinois was the largest chapter of the Black Panther Party. And there's certain things that you gotta be careful with. Like I had to, change, like certain organizations, had to be omitted, you know what I'm saying? But it's go check it out again. We got a lot of Panther Cub pills in applesauce.
Well, you know what? You just made me realize something, Snap. Why couldn't it just be called the Fred Hampton story?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? So people would know. So that makes sense.
People say the deal. Okay, you keep in mind. First, we talking about Hollywood,
right?
You know what I'm saying, and even the history and the purpose of Hollywood. So, the purpose is to entertain you. You know what I'm saying, and you talking a revolutionary organization. There's some stuff we got to go to the grave with, and you know what I'm saying. That and Chairman Fred, right now he's buried at. Right now, to this day, he shoot his tombstone up every year. The police. They got his picture, my picture in the gun tower. We had the Judas Black Messiah. We had we met right here. Daniel Kaluuya sat right there. Dominique Fishback, Shaka King, Charles King, Ryan Coogler, Zenzi. We sat right here. That. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain things that our political muscle has to be tightened to the point that you take what you get. Like even right now, there's a big discussion going on about the shirt that Eddie Murphy had on in the movie, the TV show Netflix, You People.
I ain't see that yet.
Everybody's on Facebook. I haven't seen it yet either. Right. But they murdered Fred Hampton.
Wow, Eddie Murphy got that on a shirt.
And I don't think I seen it. The wardrobe, Eddie Murphy, different people. So be clear on that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people. I will tell people. So a lot of times you like even like the machinery that goes along with that. But we'll take that to up the ante because a lot of times we think we want something. People can't handle the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like that movie, A Few Good Men. Jack Nicholson say, "You can't handle the truth. You give too much." Like, a lot of cats ain't even ready for certain stuff because once you start hiding certain contradictions, you know what I'm saying? I'm in Maywood, where Chairman Fred grew up at. It's a brother, 52 years old, a business owner. When I talked to him, he went to go see the movie Judas and the Black Messiah with his father, his mother, his wife, and his children. At the movie theater, he was telling his father what's going to happen. His father say, "How you know what's going to happen?" He say, "The chairman, his son told me." He said, "Daddy, why didn't I know? Why didn't you tell me?" His daddy cried and said, "Son, we just wanted peace." You know what I'm saying? You have to see. A lot of us we talk this stuff that we really want. We really want to move. You catch a lady, airline stewardess. She's about 52 years old. I'm on the flight. She actually was honest enough to tell me. We talked. She said, "I haven't seen it." She said, "I don't want to watch it." I said, "What?" She said, "It's too much." I said, "What?" She said, I just can't watch it." I said, "You watch BMF?" She said, "Yeah, all the time." See, we really don't want, we fight this. You know what I'm saying? We don't really want to know this shit. We don't want to know about the shit that come with this here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't want to know about this 21-year-old brother that was a man stood up. You know what I'm saying? Because it brings out certain questions.
Right.
Who are we? It's like the politics is like Eminem. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, politics.
You gonna throw up and you gonna ask your question, yourself questions. Where am I? See, a lot of people say, "Well, I didn't come through, champ, because I didn't know. I ain't get no flyer. You ain't get no flyer for the Sunday football game."
Can you do me one favor? When you say politics, could you please tell the people what everything is? Everything is what?
Everything is political.
Everything
is everything. In my words, everything is political. Okay. Word, terms, fashion, movie. We had to change the title to the movie. The first title they had for the movie was called "Jesus Was My Homeboy."
Wow.
We had to change that. We had to be on a movie set. It was certain scenes that we had to fight for. Like even when the sister was in the headquarters, when she's shooting, I said, no, she can't shoot first. It's political.
Right.
The first name of the Black Panther Party was called the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense.
Right.
When the police beat you, they trained to say stop resisting.
Right.
Because while they beat you, you confused like, damn, they saying stop resisting. It's political.
Political.
Who you're saying the term, it's a political difference between the devil disciples and the black disciples. Right. Between the Black Stone Rangers and the Black Peace Stone Nation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
See, the state can smell it. They can pick up on your word and say, this is different. When I grew up, those was fighting words for some cats to say in the game. That was offensive.
Right.
Now they have promoted and sold it to the point where cats are self-indicting themselves. They think they embrace it. And this is America's definition of diplomacy is letting others have their way. They can flip the script and you like, yeah, they can go to Iraq and lay a lick down so cold, you'll be at the protest, we demand more Coca-Cola. They'll come to Chicago, like, we demand more cameras in our community. Lock our babies up. They flip the script so cold, you know what I'm saying? Right now, you have no mention of the cartel in Chicago. Why do you think Mayor Rahm Emanuel didn't let the movie El Chapo be played in Chicago?
I mean, this was the hub. The Twins.
This is the hub.
The Twins was the top of the food chain.
Man, the Twins who the ladies that they was married to, they both of their daddies was sergeant in the Chicago Police Department. Right. Yeah. Look, see, J. Edgar Hoover never even admitted all that. He never even admitted the mafia even existed. They called dude Lucky Luciano. He wasn't lucky. He worked for the government.
Clearly, all the way.
But children grow up
with the war and everything. He worked with
children. Our people grow up thinking they stick together. They got a code. Right. Sam Giancano's daughter talked about this. She said, "Man, my daddy couldn't even get out the front door good before his lieutenant was trying to holler at my mama." You know what I'm saying? they say this image. Again, but the dynamics, you know what I'm saying? Like even now, it's people who've been scared to say Chairman Fred's name because it's on their movie. Now they can say it. Now it's on us, and we gotta don't. It's good and it's bad. It's good and it's bad because you got a lot of opportunities be popping up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take it. And then,
Chairman, good. I'm not gonna hold you too long.
Yeah,
but I got 3 more things that I gotta get out. Right?
Okay.
I'm sorry, Snap, but I gotta get these out. Now, I'm gonna just say some names, right? I want people to go Google these people.
Yeah.
You ain't even gotta get no detail on them. I just want one word answer from you. We're gonna play a little game. What comes to mind? When I say these names. Bobby Rush.
You don't want like assessment of who he is?
Just one word answer. They can go find out who he is.
I mean, I can't keep. Man, you just well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Orders until they know he's former U.S.
Just what you think of him.
I even let you folks know one word answer. Former deputy minister of Illinois Chapter Panther Party. Former U.S.
I'm just saying what you think of him, though.
I'll be objective and you know what I'm saying. That's a setback with me. You know what I'm saying. I don't.
Okay, let me try this one.
Yeah.
John Burge.
Even John Burge. Former lieutenant Chicago Police Department. I can't. I don't know if people say. Well,
no, that's good. They can go Google these people.
Yeah. See,
I just wanted.
Okay.
All right. Kanye West.
A troubled. I hear you use this word. Crazy genius.
Okay, now listen. You know why I'm going with this now that I said Kanye West. Okay. Now this is something people don't know about Kanye West. So it's like when I hear him, oh, he's Uncle Tom, and he do this and he do that. Now I ain't gonna lie, his recent thing, I was with him until he like try and make the Kardashians be okay though. It's like make up your mind, man. You either in it all the way or you're not. But he did something years back that no one else would do. You know, and I'm sure you know what I'm about to say. Mm-hmm. So y'all
got on TV.
What'd you say, Snap? Tell us.
He got on TV and said George Bush hate black people.
You're right. At a time when it needed to be said. But do you know it's a backstory to that? Do you know why he did it? Well, guess what? I gotta tell a story, y'all. So I'm mad at my business one day, waiting for a call from chairman like I do every day. So chairman said, hey, Kanye West is in town signing books. It's time to go get in his face about the black people in New Orleans. Now, the last time I seen Kanye West, rest in peace to him, they had an altercation with a rapper, and the rapper left in a body cast. So I'm like, oh man, chairman, man, he always. So I'm like, boy, do I feel like going to jail or getting beat up today? I'm like, oof. So I'm looking. Good Beats is a good kid. I'm like, I gotta go drop little beats off on this. I say, you know what, chairman? I got you. So I call my ride or die homeboy, Cal the chemist. I say, chemist, I need you to go pick up the chairman to go meet Kanye West. I know he gonna jump for it because he want to go meet Kanye West. Right? So I say, now when you get
that trigger word.
I say, now when you get there, I need you to put the phone on speaker because I want to hear everything. I say, hold it up to chairman when he talking to Kanye. So Kim is thinking this is his big break. Well, it was in a way though. He thinking it's his big break. Yeah. So they get there. I hear Kim say, "Oh, it ain't nowhere to park." I hear chairman say, "What you talking about? Park right here at the front." It's a line of people out there. They're like, "Man, all these people that spent the night out there to see this man." Yeah. Chairman walks right in. So chairman finna lay the smack down on the dude. So chairman walks in. I hear Chairman say, "Hey, I need to talk to you about what's going on in New Orleans." And they told him, "No problem. Give us a second." So Chairman going to get out though to do his thing. So now I hear Chairman say, "Hey man, these black people down there, ain't nobody doing nothing about it. George Bush don't care about black people." He's telling them, Kanye like, "Man, I'm gonna do something, man." So they leave, and Chairman like, "Okay, now this is Chicago. I will see you again." So now it's safe. Later that night, I'm over Chairman's crib. So we talking about what happened. I'm like, "Man, you just don't care, man." I'm like, "I heard you, man." I'm like, "You just don't care." And but I knew that. So Chairman phone ring. Kanye West, the manager says, "Turn to NBC right now. Don't do it later. Do it now." So he on the phone with him, like, "You on NBC?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm looking." We looking at Kanye West talk, and boom, that's when the George Bush Don't Care About Black People record came out. And that's on Everything I Love. It went just like that, man.
Hey, behind the scenes, though, but that statement was legendary.
Legendary.
Because it's like, who had a nerve to even say that?
But it's important. That's why I said. That's why I was kind of struggling. I wasn't being liberal or evasive when I asked my questions about relationships. Congressman Rush. No, I want to be. You talk about even Kanye West. The deal is you have to talk about even you have to put in context of the time what was going on. New Orleans. That's right when Hurricane America, how people call Hurricane Katrina. We had seen bodies floating all over the water. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what we did, we had seized the time. And when I got there, you know what I'm saying? Even I told him it's important. When I was talking to him, I had said to him, I said, y'all have a responsibility. I said, I just left Ireland with Bernadette Devlin. I said, a white woman who, when the Black Panther Party gave, when the governor of New York, the mayor of New York, gave her the keys of the city, she turned the keys over to the Black Panther Party. I seen the twinkle in his eye when I said that white woman done that. I said, see, we have to, like I say, it's important that you talk like put stuff in context, all that, because it gives you a more full, like you just can't say these kids are messed up now. You got to talk about the type of music, the Grand Theft Auto gang. They carjacking. That just didn't pop up.
Right.
These children grew up on Grand Theft Auto. They ain't grow up on Atari or Pac-Man. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So to put in that whole, that's what I say, the climate. You know what I'm saying? It's a climate that, you know what I'm saying, in all due respect, that you want to have a sort of like revolutionary relationship. Or, you know what I'm saying? There was a climate in the 60s where the athletes, you wouldn't be out there fighting to get no football player, no quarterback job. You had athletes like Muhammad Ali that said, I stand with you all. You know what I'm saying? Right. The script was flipped. It was James Brown had a whole totally different song planned at first. H. Rap Brown. Not only is he man Jamil Al-Amin, who locked up right now. Right. They said, you better go back in the studio with that garbage. James Brown came back out and said, I'm black and I'm proud. He couldn't have pulled that stunt he pulled in the Rocky movie with the red, white, and blue drawers on. There was a climate where Marvin Gaye was able to go against Barry Gordy and the Italian gangsters that ran Motown Records and say, I'm going to this song. What's going on? Right. It was a climate. We weren't cool to snatch no sister purse. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, you still got like a sore thumb. You know what I'm saying? I remember even when I first, back to you asked earlier, what do I remember? I used to ride around organized, and I remember cats would say, man, he crazy. He think he back in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? This is I had an afro, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Afro, right. You know what I'm saying? And, so the climate was not even really conducive for people to understand who I was. It's like, man, cats would say, you got to, you got to be a Muslim. No, you know what I'm saying? No slight on that. No, I'm a revolutionary. You know what I'm saying? But cats couldn't even grasp it. Like, you on that Muslims and blood. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't even grasp it. For my sanity and my survival, a lot of people don't understand that you fighting. A lot of these cats grew up of opportunists. They be like, "Oh, you the same thing as such." I'm like, "No, this I don't, man. I don't ain't no profit in this here." I tell people, I say, "Man, this ain't no man. This shit. The pay is short. And you might not live long." You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know another one I gotta say that you said because it stuck with me forever, and I live by this, right? You was telling me like, hey man, you can't let people play games with your sanity. Man. And I'm like, what you talking about? You said it's just so cold. You say, hey, you and Elo can't tell me that that Dodge over there is an ice cream truck.
That's right.
And y'all say, oh, they got an ice cream truck, and Elo walk up and get a cone. And he's like, oh, this is good. And you say, oh, let me get one. I say, Chairman, you're not gonna get a cone? And I'm gonna say, I'm saying, no, I'm not getting a cone because that's not an ice cream truck.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You got to have a Flip Wilson, has said, one who played the Geraldine, he was one. In fact, white people accept him on TV, felt comfortable with him. You know what I'm saying? Flip Wilson said after he made his first $1 million, he knew he wasn't a nigga no more. Right. But he did not know what he was. I know I'm clear. I'm Chairman Fred Hampton in the Black Panther Party, cause you can't. I don't care if you come to us. Well, you kind of like this. I'm clear. You have a generation that's who I come. I mean, they talk, that person. These guys not clear on nothing. You had a structure. Chicago was the last major city that crack cocaine was brought in.
I didn't ever knew that.
They had to kill Fluky Stokes, lock up Jeff Ford, Chief Malik, Imam Malik.
Right.
They had to destroy certain dynamics. You know what I'm saying? It was such a structure in this city. I remember one time, it was, I forgot, what's that place? Amphitheater on 43rd and Halston somewhere?
Amphitheater, yeah.
Face, this Face.
For the record, I was finna let you go, but you just keep coming with this fire, so you gotta go. Come on.
Face had came on, and this was they had done the song. This was around the time Ghetto Prisoners and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Down. And when Face had done that song, Gangsters Don't Live That Long, a lot of them young cats was subjective. Yeah. They didn't know that they up in the ante. You know what I'm saying? And they had booed. They booed.
We was in the crowd booing.
Man, a lot of them cats got checked on that same night. It was such a structure to say, hey man, it came from down from the prison. It was you couldn't stick up the wrong person. All this stuff, it was a checks and balances. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You couldn't come to you get a tour of the cat because you know your actions can impact. You might do the wrong move. That's going to impact Stateville. You know what I'm saying? Right. You as a structure, checks and balances. You can pump them on any drug. You just pop in and just say such a. These cats they destabilize the structure. One of America's policies, one of their policies is to create chaos, then restore order. Create chaos, then restore order. Destroy all definitions. You know what I'm saying? What the Panther Party was, what the Disciples was, what the Vice was, what a man is, what a woman. You destroy all structure. Then you have an upcoming generation. Under George Bush Jr., when he was George Bush Sr., when they invaded Iraq, in one period in Iraq, over 73%, I believe, of the population was under 17 years old. You had a whole generation of people who didn't know what happened before them.
Right.
You got cats now who didn't know nothing, have no idea what the Black Panther Party was. You know what I'm saying? And then add that, they're not only ignorant, it's an arrogance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a comrade just told me just now, we talking. Somebody they called and said, man, they Channel 9 News said this group was with the Black Panthers. I said, no damn Panthers out there. You know what I'm saying? And see, Chicago used to be it's just checks and balances. You have a framework. You can, and I be saying, well, they mean well, so, but who pays the repercussions though? You know what I'm saying? Because see what the state do, they'll grab certain entities, the false flag, and put out there to justify getting who they really want to get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you need checks and balances. What is a family? What is a? You can't go to AutoZone and say, yeah, man, I need a fuel pump. Well, a Chevy fuel pump is $20. Well, give me that. Sir, you have a Ford, but I want the one that's cheaper. He says, sir, you just can't switch your mind what you want. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't fit. You just can't come and say, man, my homie get on a black jogging suit. He a Black Panther too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's checks and it's a struggle. When you destabilize the structure, you can have a lot of quick benefits and you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. But the deal is you end up paying a price for that. You got a generation of cats who have no idea what it is. I'm saying manhood, womanhood, childhood, structure. You know what I'm saying? Respect. Man. I told someone we was doing a movie on the movie set Judas and Black Messiah. I say I don't know. This is before the pandemic. I said I don't know
the pandemic.
But these cats doing everything political, words and terms.
Hey, Chairman. Hey, let me ask you all, who's some of the people that inspired you, other than your father?
Hear me out on this. Kind of like what Pac said. Pac said he, good, the bad, and ugly, even my adversaries. You know what I'm saying? I say the conditions I gotta get. You know what I'm saying? The city of Chicago. I told you I'm Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. Not just because I simply look like him and talk like him. I'm held accountable. This ain't no dynasty. Say, oh, you his son. You know what I'm saying? So even the conditions, the adversaries even inspire me. You know what I'm saying? It produces character like contested conditions. But definitely I got a man. The Minister UEP Newtons, you know, the Field Marshal George Jackson, the Deborah Johnson, now Minister Doc Satchel, but as well as so many adversaries. You know what I'm saying? You need contested conditions. I know we on time limit, but I'm gonna tell you a quick war story. I don't think I haven't talked about this one. This is about when I say contested conditions and why you need certain adversarial situations. Both of these brothers now they passed now. They was legends in both of their respective fields. It was a situation one time. So they both are no longer physically here. Love and respect to both of them. Michi, Ronnie Black. Ronnie Black. I was walking. This is a knowledge I mean about why you need certain contested. It develops who you are. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm coming down the block one test late at night. So they at it. It's heated. The streets is hot.
Right.
And like he ran through the. And I tell me walking. I'm going to the gyro spot. Right. I walk past Michi, man. So he reached it. I know it's going to go down through cat. I literally pushed it. I said, man. I put my hand on his hand. I walked. Right. He said, man. He said, man, you be. I say. Listen, he thought it was just the black people getting together. So I said, how many cats around you in your particular field have backed up or dropped out because of him? He said, man, because most was a spook. He said, okay, your point is what? I say, that thinning of the herd is necessary. Imagine if they back up from him. Imagine them at the police station with you. He said, I never thought about that. Right. You need certain conditions. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like going to prison. Excuse me. I ain't like being taken to prison. Let me be clear. Right. I ain't like being taken to prison. Right. I learned a lot about myself under contested conditions. I watch me under those heated conditions. You know what I'm saying? So that develops character and you find out really who you are. A lot of people don't know a shadow boxer may think he's or she's a champ. Right. They ain't been no fighting that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. In that ring.
In the ring. And so you learn to respect even certain adversarial. You know what I'm saying? To be say, man, like in certain places, cats be talking, oh yeah, we on the same thing. I mean, we said the 35th anniversary of the Panther Party in Washington, D.C. Yeah. And this young lady was talking, yeah, I'm a Panther Cub too. And the Chairman Bobby Seale was right there. So he walked up, you know what I'm saying? Walked past, and she said, yeah. So she talking to me, so we on the same thing. I said, good. I said, what? She said, yeah. So they got somebody talking about, man, I heard what happened to you, how you was locked up. They tried to kill you. She said, who? I said, me. I said, me. She said, and the camera came on. She said, oh, I ain't know. She said, no, I'm not. My mother used to go with a guy that knew another guy that was in the Panther. I'm not open none of that. Those conditions made her, you know what I'm saying, get a clarity. So you welcome. So those conditions also inspire you too to say, okay, you just can't come. And just, I grew up catching say, okay, I'm Chairman Fred's son. All right, we're okay with it. No, okay, all right, let's see what it do. Let's see how you gonna hold your weight in tabs. Let's see. Right. You know what I'm saying? They checked it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what it do. So that's your question, brother, man. on both sides, adversaries and allies, and the Garveys, the man, there's so many people. We got so many real models that we can relate to. It's no reason for cats that talking about no Lucianos. You know what I'm saying? You got cats, man, Field Marshal George Jackson, Lil Bobby Hutton, Deborah Johnson. You got on our advisory board, Comrade Stan McKinney. I pick these cats' brains to this day. You know what I'm saying? Party members, man, the real deal war stories that we can, you know what I'm saying? Even I learned, man, in the streets. It's so many, it's so many, it's that man, I think so many, I learned how to shave by ear hustling those different cats. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I learned relationships. I remember sitting on the curb. I just listened to Michi, his wife at the time. You know what I'm saying? They go home, the different struggles they had. It's so much stuff. I used to go around the cats, some old guys around the garbage cans, steal garbage cans. They burn the wood. Listen to those stories. It's so much jewels amongst our people, man.
Right.
Yeah.
But one more thing before we go. Yeah. I just really need you to clear this up for people. Because they'll put that stab on it, and like I was explaining. I'm not racist, I'm just for the people. So could you explain that to people? Are you racist?
Our party line, I'm not a racist, I'm a realist.
There we go.
I'm a realist.
There we go.
I recognize the race contradiction. I'm clear who I am. You know what I'm saying? I recognize, I never dismiss or attempt to deny. I grew up in a city where the top segregated city in the country. I grew up in the city, we be on a bus, and we wake up and see white people, we be like, oh shit, I must miss my stop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a reality. When they first played Donald Sterling, former owner of the Clippers,
right?
When I heard him that tape, I said he's from Chicago. They said no, he from I said no, he's from Chicago. They said no, he's not. I said I'm telling you, it's a honesty.
Was he Irish?
I think that
he either had to been Italian or Irish.
Probably he had to be from Bridgeport though.
Because that's what we got in Chicago.
What's the name? The bull Ransdorf. All of them hang out.
Right. Okay.
Ransdorf.
Jewish.
Yeah. All of them. I'm almost sure. Yeah. I'm almost sure the Jewish.
Right.
All of them. But the honest, the way it was like it's an honesty that's blatant. And you know what I'm saying? The race, you know what I'm saying? Like, the terms you use, like, you know what I'm saying? We grew up thinking the police think, it's a nigga beater. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
right.
So we recognize the race question, you know what I'm saying? But I know racism is a tool used by capitalism. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not, a lot of people's calling. One brother, he listening now. He put Tyree Nichols, the case in Memphis, justice for Tyree Nichols, just for them all. And a lot of people was messed up in the head. I can't believe this black police. The one guy said, what's your thoughts? What's my thought? Our party line, we always been clear. Colonialism, neo-colonialism, Uncle Sam and Sambo, the gringo and the Negro. We always been clear. A lot of people, and this is necessary. This is necessary. People like a lot of people it's really like discombobulating. Like, you know the police are black. What you don't say. This is in the movie Judas and the Black Messiah. We made sure that you seen the scene with James Gloves Davis. Right. It was 3 Negroes on that assignment to go hit Chairman Fred. You know what I'm saying? See, you got to be. It's not just a race nationalism. It's a politics. You know what I'm saying? We want more black this and more black that. You got the politics. See, the politics, man. You can't come with just no some race thing, but we clear on the race question.
I got one last question. Mm-hmm. And then Snap Pie got one too. Who's the most dangerous person in the black neighborhood?
Say it again.
Who's the most dangerous person in the black neighborhood? I'll tell you.
No, the most dangerous person, the dangerous entity in the black neighborhood?
The person. But I'll tell you. Because it's a joke, but it's serious.
Okay. I was gonna say, okay.
Well, you can tell me though, but mine is a joke.
You talking about dangerous to us to the people?
Yeah, dangerous to us.
Oh man, the biggest gang in Chicago is the police department. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I got one more other person that's more dangerous. That dude that's standing in the liquor store doing security, He'll kill you dead.
Hey, hey, hey,
He will kill you.
The one you think is his joint?
Yeah, he will kill you dead.
Man.
Yeah, man.
All
Man,
right.
Chairman. Snap got one for you.
Yeah, I got one for you, man. We will
Go
try
ahead,
to make it a little brief. Try to make it a little brief. Something to think about, though. What you think that is we need as the black community to do on bringing us together? This been a ongoing talk for so many years. It never happens. It only happened in little spurts and spurt here, spurt there. But I'm talking about the whole multitude. What do you think it is that we should do to achieve that?
I think we got a premise. We got to really fight against idealism. I mean, it's romanticism to believe that we all gonna come together. You know what I'm saying? I even tell my comrades a lot of times, I say, damn, I wish I could get a car that all the parts work at the same time. You know, everything's good, spark plugs, train, everything runs smoothly. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be contradictions. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna always be contradictions. You know, and you have to be able to distinguish, points of unity and a structure to have a team so tight with the structure when you can't pick out those weaknesses or deficiencies. Like it takes a car, for example. It takes a fine-tuned mechanic to really put that machine up under that and say, whoa, I see what the problem is. But just seeing that car ride is such structure, you can't pick out the weak spots. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a structure. Like back in the heyday of the street tribes in Chicago, you can ride past a certain set. All them guys weren't go-getters. But you didn't know that you ride past a certain set. You see the spray paint, you see that everybody got on certain colors, the lingo. You not take if you were from another street tribe, you say, man, I ain't finna go. I'm not even getting no gas. I don't know which one. I don't even know which ones is the weak link. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you gotta. So the deal is to acknowledge that there will never be in no entity. Like you look at the Animal Channel, the National Geographic. Them leopards, they looking not for the weakest one who strays away from the structure of the wildebeest. You know what I'm saying? They say one of them gonna stray that structure. Who deviates from that? You know, we can pick them out. You know what I'm saying? The Panther Party had a certain grace period before the government they pick out like no, this the problem. This the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like it was quoted as saying November 13th, 1969. When the Chicago police had assassinated Spurgeon J. Winters after he defended himself. He took out 3 police. They shot his body for 30 minutes. Spurgeon J. Winters. In the movie Judas Black Messiah, Al G. Smith portrays him. That night, they called a special meeting. They said, what's making these niggas move with the spirit of Quantrell? Quantrell was a Confederate general. They said, man, Chairman Fred Hampton, the Black Panther Party. President Richard Nixon was in the helicopter the next day. Chicago Tribune had quoted him and said, the Panthers got the last one, we get the next one. It was so we have to come to the door recognizing, you know what I'm saying? We have to, people say, Chairman, sometimes you can be divisive. I said, no. I identify. You know, we have to identify regardless who it is. Say, man, hold on, man. That's my homie, but this the role for that person. You know what I'm saying? One more quick war story real quick.
Okay.
The Chairman Fred Hampton the Hoover House on 54th and Halsted.
Oh my goodness! How did I not? I meant to. I didn't get it out.
Man, you can't
Hold
tell.
on, Chairman, before you tell the war story.
Man.
Tell everybody what the Aurora House was.
Oh
man. Tell everybody what it was.
Let me tell them. I'm gonna show my comrades came meet with me too. This is man, Deputy Chairman for the young lords right here, man.
Okay.
Paul, he came meet with me. I don't know if y'all know the history with the young lords, man. Chacha, he's still standing, man. Courageous force. Type his name in too, but this is comrade.
They gonna have to come on.
Okay, no doubt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring him sit down over here with me real quick.
Okay.
Man, the Chairman Fred Hampton the Hoover House, 5409 South Halsted, 60609. I know that address because the letters used to come in when I was locked up from that. People was making bets. All the street organizers, they say, Chairman Fred lost his mind. It's no way possible no disciples, Vice Lord Stones gonna be over there partying together. They thought I had lost. They was making bets with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, crazy. 5409 South Halsted. We got there. We come, man. We get the discos, man. I would come through, change the whole neighborhood, man. We got people come from Dalton, Harvey, everything. I mean, one sister came with her husband. She had this big old mink coat on. She said, "This the place?" You couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You will come in. I said, "Welcome to the rural house. You're being searched for your security, non-security light." You know what I'm saying? They would come in. The music, I would stop. We would change the song. Like, what's ain't nothing but a G thing, baby.
Right.
We would flip the script. Ain't nothing but a black thing, baby. Get the punk go crazy. And I would stop the parties at 12 o'clock and give them the mic and get a politics. If it was an issue, a situation, we would give, like, I mean, one brother, I said, "Man, your guys messing up." I said, y'all banned. And he said, "Man, that's a different branch of the Vice Lords. That's not me." I said, "Well, you need to get some structure with all of them then." I said, "Y'all banned for 2 weeks." You know what I'm saying? I would ride through the neighborhoods throughout the week, Monday through Thursday. If nobody get into it with each other, I said, "Okay, this Friday, y'all, dollar discos." You know what I'm saying? Man, people would come in. Man, the atmosphere. I remember one time a brother had snatched his sister's purse. Man, we went and got him, man. Man, he did community service for her. Clean her, you know what I'm saying? Clean up for weeks. I remember this one sister stayed around the corner. She's the sister to brother Johnny Veal. She said, "I don't know who you are." The police was saying it's gonna be a gang headquarters. She said, "They've been selling dope on my porch for years." She said, "I looked at that window. You came on that porch. I don't know what you said to them guys." She said they cleaned up. They changed the whole atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? The chairman Fred Hampton Rural House, man. I'm talking about 5409 South Halsted, man. Hey, we up to Andy, man. I mean, man.
I gotta say one more thing about you too, Chairman.
Yeah.
Now I don't know about now because I ain't been hanging with you every day, but for a good 20 years, I hung with you, and nobody gave us gas money. Nobody bought us chicken. Nobody, and I was like, this dude is really just he'll go to work and then we go out in the field. I'm like, he really is funding this all on his own. He ain't doing like these so-called activists waiting for a grant and doing this and that. It's like he's really fighting this war from his heart, man. And it's like, hey, man, you're one of a kind, Chairman. Like I said, I hope this sparks the next revolutionary because I done got too fat and stuff to be. We need these young dudes to hear this and get to it, man.
Hey, I was running to catch a flight the other day. I said, "Whoo, man, shit!" I got. Hey, my brother one of the brothers just come home from doing 26 years. We laughed about this one thing. One time he told me, he's a major force out here today in the community, in the community, and we laughed about it. Keita, he say, it was before he got like he say, "Man, you crazy talking about dying for the people." You know what I'm saying? I said, "Yeah, this was 30 some years ago."
Right.
And I said, "Yeah." I say, "Man, cats dying for cars, drugs, and strips." Right. You know what I'm saying? Cats say, "I'm crazy." I say, "Man, I feel fortunate to be able to." It's tripped out. It's a scene in that movie, Jews and Black Messiah, with Daniel Kaluuya portraying Chairman Fred. So we should be so lucky to be, you know what I'm saying, man. And it's things that even discussion that we and him have and others who we had some struggles with before, you know what I'm saying, that it messes me up the impact, how we impacted by each other, and you really, it develops character, you know what I'm saying. I'm fortunate that the people who I've had ideological struggles with, you know what I'm saying, I'm fortunate for it. And let me did that war story one time. I was but Chairman Fred Hampton Rural House. We had no money. Speaking of lack of money, we had no money for no flyers. And I remember telling this one dude, this one dude was a known, other guy was a known snitch. And everybody like, "Man, Chairman, don't talk to us." I said, "I got this. Be cool." I said, "Listen, man, between me and you, I'm having a personal party this Friday." I said, "It's like a little get together. If you just keep it between me and you." Man, that place was packed. Everybody say, "Man, how you do?" I said, "You got to come in the door, recognizing what you're dealing with, and move." You know what I'm saying? Everybody, see, we approach the world in the community as realists. A lot of people approach the community as idealists. Like, oh, we all gonna have dashikis. We all gonna drink green juice. We're gonna all be conscious. We all kings and queens. I said, okay, when you come back from the utopia, let me know. I'm gonna be down. I mean, one time, Brother Big D, the point person, Waka Flocka, we laughed about this. He said, man, how you be doing this, man? You be going backstage. You don't get tired dealing with all these different, I said, man, I can't. I ain't got Aquafina water. I got to deal with the good, the bad, and ugly, man. I got to work what I got to work with, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can. Our community, a lot of times, it's like a you pull it.
Chairman. Yeah. Speaking of going backstage, one more thing before I let you go.
Yeah.
Ice Cube, Nipsey, Too Short, EPMD, Scarface, Deli Bell, me. It's like, you know what I love about these rappers and stuff though? When they see you, they pay homage. And I just wish the people on the street, it's like I never seen you tell a rapper like, yeah, I'm gonna need 500 for you being in my city. Or it's like they pay homage. If only the people on the street can understand, we'll be dangerous, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
We'll be dangerous. This is what I want to do, Chairman.
Yeah.
We need to get the young lords to come on and do their own show.
Okay. Let me just show you.
I would love it.
I'm going to set up. This is Deputy Chairman for Illinois. This is come right here.
Because this was Snap lives for, this revolutionary, even though I said gangster.
Yep. we you know what I'm saying? This, y'all know the history. Y'all Google the history.
Scoot over a little bit.
That's
yo.
Can you hear him? Can you see him?
Yeah, we can see him.
He said free them all, man.
He can scoot over a little bit though. We can hear you perfect though.
Oh, can you hear me? Okay.
You can let him just scoot over. We can still hear you though.
Okay.
Free them all, everyone.
That's how I greet him. You supposed to know that. I don't know. Unless I'm gonna get snapped a pass. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to free them all to greet him, man.
That's the call. Free them all.
Free them all. Right on. Y'all still look like
Free
what's
them all.
happening.
Okay.
Free them all. So
I was gonna hit him with the roof.
Don't freedom. You know what I'm saying? Revolution, solution. This is imperative too. Like I say, man. And I don't know if y'all know also this historical landmark status too that we get for the Hampton now. These comrades we on deck consistently with us in solidarity, man. So you know what I'm saying, amongst other campaigns though, man. And so man, so I'm gonna get the context. Y'all set it up. You know what I'm saying? Get on the show.
Appreciate that.
Do it.
Right on.
Yeah. Number love. See you soon.
Love. Salute, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
See you soon.
I know the Black Panther Cubs, they say free them all. We say palante. That's our saying. Okay. That just means keep moving forward, no matter what. All the obstacles, all the hatred, everything. We're gonna keep on moving forward.
Right on.
I met you at in August.
At the Chamber Street Party.
Yeah, I met you in August. Yeah.
So
definitely gotta get y'all on here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all get to what y'all gotta get to, Chairman.
This is good, man. Hey, man, this is therapeutic, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, because like just get that type of conversation, man. Again, man. Hey,
turn it some more. Keep going. Yeah.
This is therapeutic, man. I appreciate you. Hey, you and Snap, man. Hey, man. Hey, y'all keep doing the do, man. Y'all, y'all style, y'all the images I brought in, man. Hey, man, right on. And man, I don't know. Big Red was still on. Let her know. Hey, man, powerful introduction. Man, powerful.
Oh, she's still here. We got normally, man, the streets. We call them. I sent a shout out to everybody, but they went crazy, Chairman, for you. It's just,
Man,
I'm sorry, y'all. I can't shout out everybody. Y'all went.
You do like a,
They got them free them all, free them
Free 'em
all,
all.
free them
Y'all
all.
went crazy.
y'all do
Free
like
'em
what's
all.
his name? A little
They
clip.
showed up and showed
what they
out.
call it a drop. This heads up, eyes open, and fist clench. This heads up, eyes open, and fist clench. This is Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. coming to you live and direct, y'all. And Hood Hierarchy. Check it out. Tune in, man. Real talk, y'all.
And I'm gonna end with Michael K. Williams talking about the chairman.
Oh man,
and that's how we gonna end this one.
Oh man, long live Michael K. Williams.
This is where it started. All the money we made off of the story of the life and times of Malcolm X, I have to stand here today for my people, my brothers and sisters in Hollywood. Because it started here. Right. It started with us. Right. And I stand proud by my brother, Chairman Fred Hampton. I'm honored to be here with the people. Yeah. The people. The people. The people.
Hey.
I told Cass, hey, don't forget that they done took out people for less than that, man. So they real talk, man.
Less than that. Hey, it's just ironic that I'm not no conspiracy theorist, but he's kind
of crazy.
He's with Chairman saying he's about the people. Man, he come up dead.
I'm telling you, real talk.
Probably wasn't too long after he made that speech.
I'm trying to tell you, man, that was on Malcolm X's birthday. We shut down all the shopping district in New York, man. Man, D12, real talk, man.
Right.
And now he come up, but I'm gonna let you go, Chairman, because you can do this all day.
And you know what? Hey, I'm gonna say something that's funny.
Yeah,
we've been saying we're gonna let him go for the past hour.
Since 8 o'clock.
Hey, ain't no cliff notes in Cub class. Once we start to, man, listen, it's been so therapeutic for me with y'all, man. I gotta get back on here with y'all, man.
Oh,
y'all,
definitely, we got to.
Definitely,
whenever y'all got people coming on, whatever. And man, anything that Big Red, anybody else got going on, they keep us posted, man. Straight up.
Man, I got you. Number love.
You give me in them. Y'all play a role with give me the arenas that people use them a block up on. Like, oh man, guys did a video real quick. Chicago Damn. It's a song he did, and I'm gonna send it to you though. And the cast is like, you talk to the chairman. He said, we can talk to him. He said, yeah, you can talk to the chairman. Man, that's last Stone said, man, we everyday people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Everyday people.
Man, y'all come on to the Hampton House, man. 804 South 17th Avenue, Mayville, Illinois. Or meet me in my office. I like when she said that too. I fell out. She said the streets.
The streets.
She said the streets.
They just don't know, man. You got every avenue covered. I never left the struggle. I said, hey, Chairman, I'm going to start getting us in these doors.
When you gone, I know you ain't gone. Right. You know what I'm saying? I cut in on you, throw my slugs at you like you supposed to got the studio set at the Hampton House. So
right.
I know when I see you, it's moves being made. And I know, man, you gonna make sure this message get out there. So I don't care if it's coming through it's a drop in the song, backstage some artist in town. You know what I'm saying? Man, you wanna make sure we represent it, man.
Man, number love, Chairman.
Number love, man.
What's the call?
Free them all.
Free them all.
Now, how do I just free them all. I just press leave and I'll be coming up out of here.
Once you leave, you're gone.
Thank y'all for this technology tutorial.
Man, that's what I'm talking about.
Doggy.
That was the one. That was the one. So
that was the one there, man. Salute to the Chairman Fred Hampton Jr.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I gotta go pick this girl up from work. I got her car. So with that being said, if you want us to be all right, hit the like. If y'all want us to survive, hit subscribe. If you really care, hit that share. If you own it, keep leaving them comments.
A comment.
And if you really want to see us fly, hit that notify. We will be back on Friday. Our next guest is our homie, another one of my homies, Keith Catman. He's in Cobra Kai on Netflix, the TV show. He a martial arts expert, but he hood. He hood. What you got to tell him, Snap, before we get out of here, man?
Wipe your feet before you step in my dough.
And the stand
Press
still
that
is
like button, man.
wait. What is standing still, Snap?
Oh, you mean
gotta
to
tell
stand
him.
still is to die?
To die, baby.
And you got to keep it moving.
And what's the hood?
Inga.